Ooh. Okay. Lobby animation. That's new. That didn't exist before. And that voice line he said didn't exist before either. So these are the new prestige rewards. You get a badge at 25. Slightly animated badge at 50. Full animated badge 75. And then 100 is complete. Something I want to cover first is the Basekit changes they did to Trickster. I'm going to list them off quickly. He's no longer 115, he is now 110 movement speed. He has 36 blades instead of 44. 24 meter tear radius instead of 32. He can pull up his knives and put them away a bit quicker. They made it so he throws knives slower. And the big change here that I think is going to be making him incredibly weak is they decreased the base throw state movement speed to 3.68 meters per second, was 3.86. This is a change that absolutely guts this killer, because before the Trickster that's currently on the live version that we know about, Trickster was already a 110 killer with 6 knife health states, right? And the reason he got reworked is because he was relatively weak in that state as a 110 killer with 6 knife health states. So they essentially reverted him to the state before his first rework, or I guess maybe his second rework, because this is like his third one. They reverted him to the state he was before his second rework, but then they also made him weaker by making him throw blades slower, and they made his movement speed slower. So he's just a worse version of what people didn't like 5 years ago. So it's like, I don't know. I'm curious how this will play out, but I was watching Revium, who's like the best Trickster next to Vasek, and like their overall opinion seems to be he's very weak, and they play a lot more Trickster than I do, even as a P100. So I'm hoping it doesn't go to live like this, but we'll see how that happens. Obviously, they also made changes to laceration. They decreased the meter to 6, so you only have to hit 6 knives per health state. But another change they did, laceration meter decay delay decreased to 12 seconds, was 15. They tried doing this in the previous rework, and they also found that this made him really weak, so they ended up reverting it to 15. I don't know why they're going back again and trying to decrease it. Maybe it's because in the following patch note it says they increased the stack decay time to 3 seconds, so it decays slower, so maybe that's to compensate, but I'm not quite sure. We'll have to see how that plays out as well. The main thing I want to talk about in the main purpose of the guide is the actual new features, his style ranks and his style points. The Trickster performs a bunch of different combo actions that specifically can't be repeated by one another if it's the same action, so you can't break a pallet twice and get the same amount of points. You have to do different actions. And the following actions generate 1 style point each. If you hit a survivor via a blade or an M1, it gets 1 point. Hooking a survivor, basic breaking a down pallet, basic breaking a breakable wall, damaging a generator, kicking out a boon totem, those will all give you 1 style point. The following actions will generate 2 style points, which is hitting a survivor with 4 blades from at least 4 meters away without missing any of them or exiting the throw state. Now this clarification hurts even more, because obviously being precise and getting rewarded for it is nice, but the thing saying without exiting the throw state means you get punished even more, because they already made it so when you are in the throw state, you move even slower. You move even slower than Trickster's ever moved in any of his previous iterations. So all they have to do is just get around a corner, and then you have to put down your knives, otherwise you're going to be moving slower than the survivors, and then you lose the potential of gaining 2 style points. Another thing, hitting a survivor with a blade from more than 16 meters away gives you 2 style points. Interrupting a survivor, I don't really know what this means, if grabbing them off a gen or something, or making them get off a gen with a knife from far away. I really don't know. And then there's one action that generates 3 style points, and that's hitting a survivor with a blade through small gaps. Like the small gaps in the back of Shack, I'd assume. There are 6 style ranks, E, D, C, B, A, and S rank. Style ranks each have their respective bonus to throw rate and locker restocking, which I guess is why they made it so his base kit's throwing rate is slower, which I think is fine as long as this style mechanic exists. But again, the movement speed kind of negates all that. You move so slow, you're not going to have line of sight to benefit from faster throw rate, right? If you can't see the survivor, you're throwing at nothing. And if you have to spend 10 seconds catching up to a survivor to hit one knife, and then you spend another 10 seconds catching up to the survivor to hit a second knife, it's literally just the problem Trickster had in his first and second iteration before he was made to become a 1 in 15 killer. So this is definitely something they're gonna need to tweak from P2P to live. Style ranks also require more style points to reach, like the further up you are. So an A to S rank will be harder to reach, and the higher style ranks features progressively shorter combo timers. So if you aren't actively doing things to keep the combo going, it's gonna regress faster the higher the style rank is. Obviously, earning style points refreshes the timer and adds to it, and it's paused while you're like kicking gens and pallets and stuff, so that's nice. Kind of like Legion's purple add-on that everyone has been asking for to become Basekit for a while. The S rank, it makes it so survivors within 44 meters of the killer are revealed via Killer Instinct for 4.4 seconds, and all survivors are notified. While in S rank, the Trickster gains a 44-meter tear radius. It disables his Lullaby, so that means you could run an undetectable perk and stealth up on them completely without them knowing because you don't have a Lullaby. Laceration meters decay 50% slower. See, this is another change that might make that 12-second decay delay timer okay, because S rank has a feature to help with that, right? Blade throw and locker restock speeds increase to maximum, obviously. They don't tell us what those numbers are exactly, but, you know, maybe we'll have to figure that out ourselves. Main event can be activated only while you're in S tier, and you have a 66-second combo timer to hold main event, which is good because you can only hold main event for about 30 seconds before. S rank cannot be paused or refreshed, unlike the other levels, and it always reverts to E rank, but depending on how well you did with your main event, it will progressively add back up the ranks. Now they made it so there's some basic buffs to main event. Main event lasts 8 seconds instead of 6. The throw speed is 1.67 times the throw speed that you have base kit, and survivors near the Trickster are notified. While performing it, the S rank is paused. Each blade hitting survivor awards bonus style points for your next S rank after main event ends, and the Trickster can cancel main event via the secondary button. He could always do all this stuff. He always got faster throw rate in main event. The only real difference is it's 8 seconds instead of 6. When it ends, his power goes on cooldown for 4 seconds, and it resets to E. This was all stuff that existed, obviously not the style rank. And so it's basically, the style rank is the only new stuff, but his base kit is weaker than it ever has before. And the thing that is frustrating the most is the fact that the style rank doesn't compensate for the stuff that makes him weaker than what he was before. Now, people have been saying that he seems fine on the new map, and that's because the new map is very open with a bunch of unsafe pallets that he can easily throw knives over. That is great. But I'm not going to be testing Trickster on that map for that exact reason. I'm going to put him on a map that actually you'll most likely get more often, like Macmillan or something like that, and that has a shack, and you'll see that this killer will start to struggle a bit more. He did have all of his add-ons reworked, but I think reading through all of them would just be excessive. So they have this disabled, but it does the same thing. I'll just hover over the add-ons for like a second or two each, and you can kind of pause and read through if you want, if you're interested in these. Most of these are completely reworked from what they were. I think the only one that is the same is the Trick Blades. There are add-ons that have the same effect, but they have an additional effect on top of it, so it's still slightly different. Like this one, actually, I don't think I've changed at all. That one has always been reload speed. This one is also the same, I believe. The Eries are definitely reworked. Now, one thing about the add-ons that I will discuss is this one. When reaching a new style rank, it adds a stackable 1% haste bonus. All stacks last until any style rank decreases. So if you never let your style rank decrease with this add-on, then you get to keep 5 or 6% haste, which makes you a 115 killer again, which means you're going to heavily rely on this add-on to compensate for the decreased throw speed, and even then, it's not going to do much. This add-on used to increase the throw speed by 2.5% when it was higher previously. Now the throw speed is even slower. Not the throw speed of the knives, but the movement speed is even slower. And this add-on only adds 1%. So it's like, this add-on's... it was already a meme add-on that people joked about, but now it's like even worse. So that's kind of funny. Yeah, well, we're gonna treat this like an actual match. Okay, so as I was saying for the third time, Trickster has 90 new voice lines and a new laugh, and he sounds really good in them. We're gonna be trying out the new Trickster that people appear to be not liking that much. The Dramaturgy. I like the sound effects. Okay. See, that took a while. That definitely felt like a 110 moment right there. But it was more so the throw speed. Trying to get around that even just tiny loop was really hard with the throw speed. Oh, I ran out of pallets. I ran out of knives. Oh my god, oh my god, you're so slow. Wait, you're actually so slow. Oh my god. Wait, where did he go? Okay, that didn't count towards my combo for some reason. Oh, it's because I just broke a pallet, I guess. Where did the ace go?
Oh.
There we go. I mean, like, that wasn't bad, but it was a very open area, right? Like, imagine I was running around Shack, how long that would have taken. Like, someone just running in a square around Shack. Plus, he has a lot less knives. Oh my god, he sounds so goofy when he's laughing. Okay. I honestly... Okay. There's some actual main event value. It puts us back to C tier. That's cool. Doesn't look like we're gonna get a pain res off here. All I hear is Junkrat. And break this. Put us into B tier. Does reloading count? No, I don't think reloading counts. Like, the style system is cool. I like all the sound effects. And hitting, like, these faraway knives gives you some good things. But like indoor maps are gonna be horrendous. We'll have to try an indoor map. This is a basic generic map, but I'll show an indoor map after. Oh yeah, the whole W is gonna be insane here. Like you probably can't even chase here without bamboozle. You regressed in a tier. Alright. Can I hit him through that? I don't know. Oh, he's gone. Oh, see, this is the perfect example of going around Shaq. This is what Trickster was like when he first came out. Going around Shaq was like really bad. That wasn't too bad, but he didn't have a lot of distance on me. Reload. I think I was too ambitious. Much too ambitious. Oh my god, that 50% pallet drop is crazy. I gave the bots the new perk. That's actually really good against range killers. Oh, that gave me a style. Like, that's cool. I like that mechanic. That's a cool mechanic. It gave me a style point for, like, hitting that long-range shot. Right? It's mainly just the move speed while he's throwing is just too slow. Like, I really think it was fine as it was. You already slowed down his movement speed by making him 110 from 115. Right? Like, he's already now 110 instead of 115. Slowing down his movement speed while he's holding up his knives is even more of a detriment. Oh yeah, the reload speed is really quick while you're in S rank. Damn. Nah. It's hard, it's hard. There we go. You see, like, that was a 110 killer Trickster chase. Trickster back on release was 110 and 8 knife health state, and then they reworked him to 110 and 6 knife health state, and then they reworked him to 8 knife health state, 115 movement speed, and now he's back down to 110 with a 6 knife health state. But the issue is they also made his movement speed ridiculously slower when he is doing this, when he's throwing his knives. Like, he is several, like, I think 20 or 30% slower than what he used to be, and he gets even slower the more knives you throw. So, like, if I keep throwing like this, look how slow I'm moving. I'm like inching forward. Like, the throwing is so bad. Or the move speed is so bad. So he's basically what he was in his second iteration. However, he has a style rank system now, and he moves slower. So, like, but that second iteration wasn't good because he got reworked in the first place, you know? So it's like, I don't know why they would slow down his movement speed on top of it. The killer instinct is cool. I thought I ran out. Oh my god, they skinny bot. So they have no clue I'm coming because my lullaby gets disabled on S rank. Oh. The move speed is just, it's so slow, it's so slow. It was a good ambush though. I got a good ambush. That's the power of not having a lullaby. Not having a lullaby during S rank means undetectable perks like Secret Project actually get to shine where they couldn't before. What are the bonuses? The thing is, all they said when you're in S rank, he's completely silent. Yeah, so undetectable perks will be good on him. All they said in the patch notes was S rank increases the throw speed and reload speed to the maximum. They didn't say a number, and they only talked about it for S rank. They didn't talk about what it is in E, D, C, B, A tier. Wait, the bot took off? Oh my god, so even with undetectable, the bots still know I'm there. See, this is why it's important we had at least a few real players in the lobby, because the bots have wall hacks. Sprint burst. Yeah, the main event, I'm like not getting any value out of the main event. Maybe a little bit at best. For the gate bubbles making me blind. Alright. So, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm going to do another match and we're going to play on Larry's, which is like a V indoor map, right? And we're going to see just how bad it is. And I'm even going to give myself a little advantage by running 2 add-ons this time. So I'm going to run Larry's with add-ons to even try to help with it, and we're going to see just how bad it is. Okay, so this is probably going to be his hardest map. I'm running really good add-ons to try and help with it, but we're going to see how that goes. We do have one bot, but the other players have combined like over 10,000 hours altogether, mostly from Nick, because, you know, Nick's an O-Life, imagine having that many hours. But we have good players in the lobby is what I'm saying, to account for one bot. So it's not an unrealistic scenario. You probably won't even have survivors with this many hours in your normal lobbies anyways. Oh, speaking of the bot. And now the music is different because I'm running the add-on. It's really cool. Oh, see, it already regressed. So that sound effects that you're hearing, those are, the different chase music you're hearing is because of the add-ons I'm running. They work like Legion's Power add-ons where they modify the chase music. It's really cool. Okay, so now they can't hear me coming. They can't hear me coming. And I'm 5% faster, so I'm 115 right now. Which helps with main event move speed. Oh, I can't go around this like a god pallet. So this purple add-on, basically if they don't change his movement speed, this purple add-on is going to become an essential add-on to the kit. And see, his laceration's already decayed. So this is the issue I'm talking about with the laceration decaying a bit quicker. I think I can throw over this. Yeah. That was the good chase from Fizz. Iriadon's pretty good, getting rare funded 50% of my stuff. See who I can sneak up on. The Toledo bot. Wait, I can't main event. I'm bugged, I think. Yeah, I think I'm bugged. It won't let me main event. Oh no. Okay. The undetectable is probably the only way that Trickster will have some sort of chance in this map. So, Trickster, if he stays in this current state when he comes to live, he's gonna become a killer that requires undetectable perks and this purple add-on just to be like able to compete against good survivors. You know? You're gonna want to have this purple add-on and undetectable perks. Oh. And this is with 4% haste right now. Imagine if I didn't have the 4% haste. I lost a rank. I'm out of knives now too, actually. Okay, now I gotta reload. I don't think there's any lockers nearby to reload with, though. He didn't know I was reloading, so I was able to get somewhere. Hmm. Killer Instinct is nice. I do like it. Looks like they're on these two gens over here. Oh shit. I misread the scratch marks there. See, that counted as extra style points. Yeah, this add-on, like, oh my god, you're gonna need this purple add-on chat every game. You bitch with your champion of light. Yeah, and the laceration is already decayed. It's hard. It's hard. I don't even think I can do anything here. Okay, I can. Yeah, as you can see, the experience is quite a bit more difficult on this map. Even with add-ons, I didn't have add-ons either. And so the main purpose of me showcasing these two different maps is his map dependence. Oh my god, you move so because I was throwing so many knives back to back there. My movement speed was so slow. Just let it hit you. No, we're gonna have knives. Wasn't sure if he had dead art or not. I didn't see a dead art though. See, I'm only in B tier, and I do feel the faster reload speed. And I definitely like the throws. Like, the throw speed feels perfect. I think they don't even need to touch the throw speed. The throw speed increasing with rank and the reload speed increasing with rank, those numbers seem to be in a good spot. The only thing is we don't know what those numbers are because they didn't share it in the patch notes. We do know that the movement speed is quite bad, though. Like, I got punished there for throwing knives, even though the ace had gotten himself trapped in a corner, right? But because I had thrown so many knives, I got my movement speed punished. Okay, so that reloaded all my knives. I think this gen is definitely going to pop here. He's being skinny. Oh wait, let's actually see the Mori. Like, I got the kill, but I had to, Come on. Squeal pig, oh my god. Yeah, that's a new voice line for sure. He DC'd. So he has new voice lines. He does have new voice lines for Moris too. I can't believe he called him a pig though. Just like me for real. Now we gotta chase down this cocky V, toxic V player. Oh, another different voice line for the Mori.